Hey guys, welcome back to the video. This is Big Unit Cycling here, and we are going back on tubeless setup. I didn't want to go back on tubeless setup, but I've been getting a lot of punchers. Too many punchers, man. When you've received 10 punchers within 30 days of riding, that's way too many, and double punchers as well. It's time to consider an option that will offer you better puncher protection. And with that, I'm going with tubeless, and I've had some success with tubeless. And the tires I've used in the past was Pirelli P0 Race. They have updated their tires, and this is the new tires. And apparently, according to the marketing, they implemented a new Smart Evo compound in their tires. And yeah, these are the performance tires, and apparently, according to the marketing here, it says our most advanced road-specific formulation, a perfect blend of speed and grip for P0 race only. So yeah, I've ridden the old iteration of these, and they were quite fast. I've ridden the SL version, which is meant to be the super light version of those, and to be honest, they were practically the same. I really couldn't tell the difference between the two, except one was lighter. That was it. When in terms of speed, they were both on the same level, but this one offered more puncher protection in the other variation. And what I love about the Pirelli is that you could run high pressures with these. So you could run these up to, say, 6 bars, 7 bars, 5 bars, tubeless. You could run these like really high pressures, according to your weight, that is. And Pirelli had a chart in their old iteration, and according to the charts, see, there's a chart right here. So you go to your weight. So for me, I'm above 95 kilograms. So I will be running this 100 PSI or 7 bars, 6.9 bars. Somewhere along that lines, according to Pirelli's pressure chart for these 28 tires here. And yeah, and it also tells you the characteristics of these tires. What I like about Pirelli tires is that when you put them on your wheel, they, for example, I'm running 19 internal millimeter width on the wheels. I'm running the Lund wheels, and the wheels come out as a 26 or a 28 with Pirelli. You don't get this magical going from 25 to like a 28. So I really kind of like that. And it says right here, this is for comfort. If you want comfort, you just drop it on 0.3 bars or 5 psi's on the front wheel, which I'll do. So I'll run 7 bars in the front, and 6.5. So 7 bars in the rear and 6.5 bars in the front, something like that. And it says if it is wet and cold, you drop it as well. So yeah, and I found this chart pretty reliable and good in the past, and I've used it. And here you have the instructions and how to set up the tubeless. We're not going to go through that. We're just going to check the tires, and these are the 28s. And this will go on my rear. I've been watching the world's best rider, Tadej Pogacar. He's on tubeless as well, and he's on 30s. So it's starting to let me think now, like, if he's on 30s, what I should be on. You know what I'm saying? So these are 28s, and on the front, I will run 26, and that's just for aerodynamic purposes. So I'll just run it 26, 28. And let's just weigh this. So we got the scales of truth on deck, and we're just going to weigh this real quick. And the 28s, see what it weighs. So let's just zero that. All right. Yep, that's zeroed, and that's 330 grams. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty heavy. Yeah, it's pretty heavy system setup. 330 grams, but hey, let me just take off the rubber band and just weight it again. It's a pretty heavy setup there. Yeah, man, it's about 330 grams. Who cares about the weight? We're worrying about puncture protection here. So, about 330 grams for the 28. So pretty heavy compared to my clincher setup. It's quite heavy. And here we got the 28. So I'm just gonna slam that on deck. Yeah, wow, these are the 26. So the 26 is 291 grams. But let me see how much this rubber band weighs. So the rubber band adds about 5 grams. So we're just going to subtract that. So that's 325 grams. And this is 286 grams. Yeah. 286 grams. Somewhere around there. Let me just remove the rubber band. All right, stay still. And without the rubber, 287 grams. So yeah, that's pretty light for the 26s, but I don't know too many people riding 26s these days, man. Everyone, it seems like the tires are getting broader and broader these days. So yeah, and I think this is the smallest size that they run, is a 26. The previous generation, I believe the smallest size was a 23. And they've came out with some new tubeless sealant as well. And this was intended to use for the road, so I just purchased this as well. And this is for high pressure, according to Pirelli. So I'm just going to put 40 milliliters in here for a wheel, and it says refresh every 3 to 6 months. So it will be every 3 months. And yeah, I will use this here. And I will also need to purchase new valves. 80 millimeter length, because I'm running 60 millimeter depth wheels. So you gotta purchase new valves. Fortunately for me, I don't need to install a tape because the wheels are tubeless ready, so you don't need to install a tape in them. So I'm gonna get these on the bike, and I'll see if they're 24% faster than the last iteration. I should be able to feel that. That's a huge number in cycling, in the world of marginal gains. That's not a marginal gain at all. 24% is a huge upgrade in performance. So according to Pirelli P0, it's 24% faster. I should be able to feel that. And yeah, I'm going to throw these on and get some rides in, and I'm gonna let you guys know how the new Pirelli P0 TLR performs. This is a big unit, and I'm out. All right, guys, tires are installed. The front tire measured up to 25 millimeters and the rear 27. And they were pretty easy to install. The front wheel was a little bit tight. I installed it, no issues, with just a regular floor pump. And yeah, I can't wait to ride these. Fortunately, I'm quite busy with lots of responsibilities at the moment, so I'll probably get to ride these probably later on during the week. But according to Pirelli, these have some sort of smart core technology in them, making them 24% faster, but that's not the reason why I bought these. I bought these for puncture protection. And the previous version of these, or they probably are still selling that version without the smart core, had great puncture protection. And even the SL version had great puncture protection. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely go. So I would recommend these for people who are looking for that puncture protection and don't want to give up that speed. So these are very fast. The previous version I'm going off, and you can check out my review on the previous version. They were pretty fast, and these are 24% faster according to the marketing on these. So I'm hoping the puncture protection is still there, because they were awesome. I used to go on rides and I never carried an extra tube, which I've learned now is not to do. You still got to carry a tube with the tubeless technology. So yeah, the puncture protection was that good. That's why I went back to it. So let's just have a look at the tires here, see what they measure out. This is a 28, and on the Lund wheels, these are 19 internal width. That's very important. And according to Pirelli, that's the lowest you could run. So if you have like 17 millimeter internal rim width, that's a no-go for these. And I don't think any modern wheels now is 17 millimeter internal width anymore. Those days are over. So 19 is the minimum. And we're gonna get the calipers out and let's measure that. So this is a 26 and that comes out to 25. And as you can see here, it looks pretty good on here, the 25. It looks very flush. You don't have that bulbous look. So it still looks pretty flush, and it's the same thing with the 28s. It has a little bit of a bulb, but it's not much. You can still probably run 28 in the front as well. So I'll just measure these. And yeah, these come up to like 27.7. So yeah, so it does have a little bit of a bulbous look on the with the 28s on here, but that's to be expected. Hence the reason I put the 28s in the rear, where it doesn't matter as much. But yeah, I think I may go with 30s next and 28 in the fronts. And I'm gonna give you an update on these tires in the future, and hope to see you in the next one. We out.